Okay, let's go over here first.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Don't let the boss catch you saying that.
Spacer's choice takes care of his own.
Yeah. Examine. Okay. Doc Maybell. Bertie Cotton. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Hey, Esther.
I've got some time.
I mean, what do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you be. It sort of looks like a new game. Xbox Showcase, they. Come on. There's nobody here, so I mean. I want to use the terminal. Terminal access, okay. Let's look at the logs. Okay, the Edgewater Saltuna canning facility strictly days to space, okay. Schedule your sick leave with your special choice foreman, okay. Okay. There's nobody here, so I mean, that's perfect. Let's get some loot. Let's get some ammo. And now we got a freaking axe. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's go. Tuna. Oh, that's a little tuna. Where's the people? Oh, there's one. Okay. Yeah, that's the elevator. I mean, shit. It looks good with this addition.
Got my sights on you.
Okay, yeah. Well, it was open, so. Free hide. Hell yeah. Hey. What about you? Hey, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Shit. I mean, I guess you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Okay. Well, graveside fees I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that?
Yeah.
Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
All these papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Well, you have to pay for your neighbor's graveside fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Yeah. So, you said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you get back to work. Like, fuck. It's not my family, I don't care. Veggie, welcome. Let's close this. We can actually steal this. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Messages. From Tobson. Owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in events of contagion. Okay. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member, okay? Well, personal files. Password require, okay? Yeah. Ooh. We bypassed it, Vikings. We're dead. So let's continue. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me to not to report his death in our quarterlies. What? Quarterlies? Okay, quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and it'll get you medical privilege. Wow! And you'll get your medical privileges. It's a start. Oh, look at this. Toss ball. Oh, look at this. Oh, we're stealing. Hell yeah. Okay. I mean, let's go down. And the elevator. Hold on. There we go.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this with less of the grease monkey argot.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tobson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Tobson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Well, I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, you must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Tobson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Uniform, what are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Well, I mean, let's skip to small talk. I've got a ship in need of a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Tobson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay. Well, fry myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Okay. So, I mean, when you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Hmm. So, I mean, you mean marauders? Marauders aren't people.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
I mean, why? Yeah, why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Well, how will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Well, so, I mean, what if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back.
Oof.
Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Okay. Well, okay, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Tobson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I can use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, I mean, let's get going. Companions. Mm-hmm. Do we have romance options in the game? I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a little something, something. What? With her? No, not really? Okay.
We better clear out of Mr. Tobson's office before we talk.
Okay, let's do it. Well then. It's all shit. That's fine. She likes girl. No. Well, yeah. That's kind of shit.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't
I'll
want
make
to
her
tag
turn.
along like me.
I'll convert her
It's
over.
Mr. Tobson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Well, figures Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most on the soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Tobson, a person's a gear, It does its job quiet-like.
Okay.
If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Well, did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Tobson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Well, you can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Tobson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Okay. So, I mean, how well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Okay. Well, I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Tobson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill?
About if what Mr. Tobson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
So, where would I find him?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing.
Okay. Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister.
Of course.
I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Okay. You fall us at 6, I couldn't get a boyfriend, but I could get a girlfriend. What did you do, Cap? Huh? Okay. Well, let's get those payments. We need that money. I dropped her. Let's go. I dropped her. Sweet. Okay. Set as active. Oh yeah, I got double click. Okay. Change sorting. Oh. Okay. Newest. Yeah. There. Okay. Quest type. Okay, sweet. Let's get those money. He's on the Outer Worlds hype. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Xbox showcase. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Tobson. I'm fine, Mr. Tobson. Never been healthier.
Yeah, what the hell are you on?
Whoa, did Mr. Tobson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Tobson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Showcase was 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10? 5 out of 10! It was way better than State of Play. At least 7. At least 7. Everything, I think, like, for me, an 8. It was really good. I was hyped and focused on the show the whole time. Like, they announced a lot of good stuff. What? 5 out of 10? Okay. Well, take it easy, Mrs. Tobson. Mr. Tobson didn't send me.
And what are you doing here? Visiting? Well, let me give you the grand tour. This here's my domicile, and there's the door.
Okay. So you're Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
Well, Silas sent me. You owe him money.
So Silas can afford a hired thug, but I still gotta pay him a burial tax. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
I mean, knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows.
I mean,
he
it
knows
looked
I
like
got one
shit,
foot
so...
in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Well, you being paranoid?
I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms.
Ah, shit.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Well, what do you think? I'm a freelancer.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by it. Wasn't trying to insult you.
I mean, why would I be insulted?
Was just you ain't one of us. A spacer, I mean. Stands to reason you got no company looking after you. Not your fault, though. Even freelancers gotta eat. And if that means they must scratch some bits out of odd jobs, who am I to judge them? At least you're not a deserter.
Okay. Okay, I guess that's fair.
So does that mean you're for hire? I could use the help if you could use the work.
Well, depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all.
Okay.
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over.
Of course.
Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Well, I'll leave you be. This one was solid. 70 games were good. Rarely any shitty games. And the world is just freaking amazing. Yeah. Definitely.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Oh, okay. You have something to add? So?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
I mean, let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I mean, Abernathy's paying me for my trouble. Can you match his offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Ooh, I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll definitely do it. Without a doubt. But first, let's get those fees. Let's get him.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Okay. Hey!
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I mean, I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work.
Let's go.
I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Hell yeah. But, I mean, car reveal ruined it? What do you mean, Lacey? I think that was kind of good, to be honest. I'm not saying, like, it was... wow. But it definitely looked interesting. Definitely, without a doubt. But, fuck, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it leads. I mean, Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees.
Mm-hmm.
Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Well, I don't understand a word you said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Yeah, I don't care. Pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
I mean, hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Okay. Well, just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Well, I mean, a finger or something would be nice. Yeah, don't look. Don't fuck. Don't. Can't see this. Are you mad? Examine. Well, the receptionist shot himself. This is bad. The company's going to have a call. Have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll see the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price. And nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Something, goddammit. Phyllis. Just something. Okay. Nice. Well, I know what to what to do.
What can I do for you?
Well, your teeth. Well, I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your Graveside fees.
You know about Eugene? How?
I just read it. Well, I found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Well, I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Yes.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
No.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures.
Yes.
I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just here to collect dues.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Hell yeah. Sweet. Well, I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
Well, I mean, so the town never had to pay a penalty?
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report.
What?
I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money.
These people are cold.
We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Okay, well, goodbye. Bypass shunt. Okay. Well. What now? Okay, sweet. Let's go. Transition. Again, we're all about transitioning.